Good morning, friends. We are waking up. Just got my shower. I'm making some coffee and I am gonna have to stock up on more Nespresso pods because I'm just about out, at least in my favorite ones, because I have a bunch of these. Well, caramel cookie, I just don't love them, and so I'm just about out of the rest of them, so I do need to make an order. Did I press this? Also, I went to throw these away yesterday and I was like, you know what, I need to make some banana bread, so I'm hoping I have everything for it and we might make that today. But we're gonna get started with some coffee and then we'll go get ready for the day. Also, I'm gonna try to remember to leave a link below for my cup. I shared this in my last video. I was sharing that I was filling it up in my last video. It's from Amazon, like $20. It's 64 ounces. I love it because it's got this, like, it'll go all the way to the bottom. It's got like a slit at the bottom where, does that make sense? Where it won't get like stuck and you can't get anything out. Does that make sense? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I love this thing and I love it because I don't love drinking super cold water. Like, I feel like I can drink more when it's not super cold. And so they had a bunch of colors. I saw somebody on Instagram talk about it a little while back and I went and purchased it last week and I love it. 64 ounces and it's a good way to get your water in. The girls are eating their breakfast and I've been saving my Starbucks cup when I go there a couple times a week, and I love putting my at-home coffee in this. I just feel like I'm drinking Starbucks just at home, which is really what it tastes like, especially because I make it pretty much how I get it at Starbucks. But anyways, also I was gonna ask, has any of y'all that has an espresso had a problem with your frother not frothing? Mine will not froth right anymore, and I keep saying I need to call them and see if they'll help me or send me a new one, because I mean there's literally nothing wrong with it. I've literally used it maybe 10 times or less. It's completely clean, sparkly clean. I have no idea what's wrong with it, so I'm super curious, has anybody else had that problem? In the beginning I had no problem frothing creamer or heavy cream or milk or whatever I wanted to froth, and now it just will not do right. Alright, just got done washing my face. I'm gonna take y'all a little bit along with me this morning as I'm getting ready. Okay, so this has like been I would say a game changer for my skin. Hyaluronic acid by The Ordinary. It was super cheap. I can't remember how much, less than $10, maybe like 6 or 8. I applied it. I have dry skin, especially like when I put makeup on. You can really tell that if I don't have the right products to moisturize, and so this has actually really helped my skin. So I put it on not too much on in the morning, but a little bit on in the morning, and I put it on every night. That has really helped, and I have a sample of this. I don't think I'll repurchase it. I don't think I love it enough, but it's by Elemis. It's so expensive. I got a sample from an influencer on Instagram. They were giving out samples, so I signed up for it, and actually came in the mail, which I wasn't expecting. But it is Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream with SPF in it. Like I said, it is pretty expensive, and I have other moisturizers that I like just as good as this one, and so right now at least I'm not going to repurchase it. And lastly, to put a little bit of eye cream on. This is by Tula. I also use their I love their moisturizer too. I'm just out of it right now, but I also love their cleanser. It's my favorite cleanser, the Cult Classic cleanser by Tula. It is the best. It lasts quite a while. I think it's like $28. Anywho, that's what I do in the mornings. I'm gonna throw some makeup on for the day. I thought I'll bring y'all along for my day, for my morning, but I'm also gonna do a Q&A in this video. I asked y'all over on Instagram some questions. Also, this gown, it is so comfy. I have a navy one as well. It's from Target, like $20. I think I actually got this one on sale. I got this one. I think I'm gonna bring this one to the hospital because it's got buttons, it's nursing friendly, and it's so comfortable. And I'm hot natured, but this does not make me hot. Let me go check on Millie. All right, and then I am gonna throw some foundation on. What happened? What is it? Okay, let me finish this first because I've got makeup on my hand, and then I will, okay? Anyway, so I'm gonna put some foundation on. Have y'all heard of the Artiste brushes? They're so expensive. So I found this one at Ulta by Real Techniques, and it looks just like them. I don't know if I love it yet, but it is fun to use. Like, it's just like so smooth feeling. So that's what I've been trying out. Much cheaper than the actual Artiste brush, and I've never seen this, but anyways, I'm gonna slap some foundation on and finish up the rest of my makeup. Curling my hair. All right, lately when I've been curling my hair, I'll tease this a tiny bit just because I feel like after I curl it and I tease it, the curls just don't look as good, so I'll try to tease it before. But I divide this back into like two, but I curl this as just one. I don't know, that's just what I've been doing lately. My back is so thick that I need to divide it into two. So I'm gonna start curling my hair. I did get a new curling wand. I picked this up at Ulta. I've only used it once, so I can't give a good review just yet. I feel like I need to use something for a good like week or two, or at least several times before I can give it like a good review. And so I feel like and anytime I do like a sponsorship, that's what I do. Like, I don't just use it one time and be like, oh, I love it. I gotta do it like several times. Anyways, so it's a tapered one, which I think I prefer. And I just kind of go towards the bottom. And does that make sense? Kind of curl the bottom more than like up here. Anyways, you doing school? Ladies doing schoolwork, because it's gonna be the nicest day and we're gonna have an easy school day. Got ready for the day. My camera died at the very end, but I'm starving. Oh, I do need to clean up this eye where I got mascara on. I was letting it dry, but I'm starving, so I'm gonna go make myself some eggs and toast, I think. And then it is supposed to be warmed up by like 11 or 12. So Lainey is supposed to be working on school. Pretty sure I hear, but it's such a nice day, so we're gonna head outside soon. Told the girls we would eat outside today, but I'm gonna go make my breakfast, and I will be back in just about probably for my Q&A. All right, it is actually the next day, and I'm gonna answer some questions y'all answer or asked me over on Instagram. Now, this is probably gonna be like all over the place. I'm not gonna like stay in order with on like babies first, weight loss second. You know, it's probably just gonna be kind of all over the place. I've just kind of screenshotted a bunch of things here. So I'm gonna answer some of the questions that y'all asked me. I feel like it's been a little while since I've done one of these, and these are fun to watch. So I'm gonna start doing that. How are you liking your new vehicle? Any specific pros or cons? I love driving my vehicle. Like it is what I really wanted. I have a Ford Expedition Max. I went from a Honda Odyssey to a Ford Expedition Max, and I really love it. I miss my sliding doors, honestly. If I could go back, I don't know if I'd say I would get a new Honda Odyssey. I always said once we got rid of our older Honda Odyssey, I would probably upgrade to a new Honda Odyssey. But then I loved the look of the new Ford Expeditions. So we got a Ford Expedition Max of 2019. It's not brand new. And I truly love it. Ethan prefers that over my van. I love driving it. It's just so fun to like, just really comfortable to drive. But I do miss my sliding doors. And what we didn't know about the vehicle, we kind of just assumed that the middle seat in the second row came out, but it don't, to kind of make it like a bucket seat, but it don't, and we didn't know that. So we're trying to figure out the best way when baby comes to rearrange, but I think what we're gonna do is lay one seat down on one side, and the girls can just like, the two big girls, I think we're gonna put in the very back, and then Millie and the new baby will sit on the second row. Like the new baby will probably sit in the middle, and then Millie can sit on the other side, is what how I think we're gonna do it. Because like I said, we didn't realize the middle seat in the second row didn't come out, but it don't. So that stinks too, but I love a van, but I really love my SUV as well. What is my favorite TV show? I don't watch a lot. We do not watch a lot. Well, I don't watch a lot of TV. But I love Virgin River on Netflix, and I'm so ready for the second season to come out. Like, there's not a lot of Netflix shows that I just love. So many of them are just so inappropriate, but and I just don't prefer to watch that. But Virgin River is such a good show. Me and Ethan both love that show so much, and I'm so ready for the second season to come out. If y'all have never seen it, y'all have to watch it. How do you make time for you and Ethan with almost 4 kids? We are very fortunate that we have family that can watch our kids, and we make it a priority to go on date nights. When Delaney was born, when we just had Delaney, I did not like leaving her. We hardly ever left her. It was a long time before I did leave her. I remember I think the first time we left her overnight, we went on an anniversary trip. She was like 1.5, a little over 1.5, and we were gonna stay 2 nights. We ended up only staying 1 night because I couldn't stand to be away from her. But now that I have 3 kids, almost 4, like we really enjoy that time by ourselves, because I'm with my kids all day every day, which I love. But I also love that time with just Ethan too, which I think is so important. Whenever we can, sometimes it's not as often as we want to, but we do try to go on date nights just as often as we can. And not only that, but we have at-home date nights. So the kids can go to bed. We'll put them to bed at 8 o'clock. They don't go to bed at 8 o'clock, but we put them in their rooms and like try to get them started going to bed. And then for like Valentine's Day, we did an at-home date night. We DoorDash food and we watched a movie. So at-home date nights too, whenever we can't go out, because that weekend we just wasn't able to go out. And so I love at-home date nights too. Those are really nice. Am I packed for the hospital? I am not packed for the hospital, but I'm working on making sure I have everything ready for that, and going ahead and getting everything ready so I can be packed by 34 weeks is my goal. I think I answered this over on Instagram, but I can't remember if I answered it on here about homeschooling, if we're going to continue homeschooling next year, or if we're going to send Delaney back to school. We haven't completely made up our minds yet, but Delaney has expressed wanting to go back to school, so I'm not sure yet. I miss that interaction for her, like with peers and friends. Homeschool, in the very beginning, homeschool was a little rough. Just like getting into that groove and making her understand that like, you have to get this done. Let's get it done as quickly as possible, so no, we're not working on school all day long. It was tough in the beginning for the first several months, but now like we're in our groove. She's got it down pat. The whining is pretty much non-existent anymore. So she's doing so much better now. And we do the Abeka Academy, which I really like. It's a great fit for our family for this year. I'm really glad we've homeschooled this year. I think it's been the best choice for our family because we had no idea how school would look with COVID. So I definitely am happy with us choosing to homeschool this year. But the Abeka, I will say, is time consuming, especially if you do all of the work that they want you to do every day, and we don't do all of the work. We just kind of pick and choose what we do. We do most of the lessons, but like there's a bunch of extra seat work that they have in there that they want you to do, and we don't do all of it. Because if we did, we'd be working on it all day long, and we don't want to do that. Hint on baby names. So I think we've pretty much got our baby names down. We're still like for sure trying to just make sure before I order what I want to order. But I don't know. I don't really want to give any hints. We're keeping the names to ourselves from like family, friends, from on here just until the baby's born, just because I think it's fun. Nobody knows the gender. Let's just wait as well and tell the names once the baby's born. That's just what we want to do. One of the names you might have heard us say before, other names that we're considering, I don't think I've ever said on my channel before. So there's a hint. What is my due date? My due date is May the 4th. So I'm sure it'll be an April baby, but that is my due date. What is our next vacation? We are trying to figure that out. So if y'all have any suggestions on where we should go. Last year, I really wanted to go to Florida. We ended up not going to Florida and went to somewhere more local with our whole family, which we really enjoyed. So I'm not really sure because this year we're gonna have 4 kids and a small baby. And if we end up going farther away like Florida, I'm sure like it would probably just be me, Ethan, and the girl, like just our family. Our kid, well I say the girls, but our kids, because we don't know, we might not have all girls by then. And so ideally I'd love to stay like in a beach house with a golf cart that we can get to the beach, because it's tough like being so far away from the beach and having to walk to the beach, especially with 4 kids. So we're not completely sure. We're trying to figure that out though so we can get something booked. How is my pregnancy going? So everything has actually been going a lot better these past few weeks. Was it 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I was in the hospital for blood pressure, but after that, my blood pressure's been a lot better. I have noticed the past couple of days it's kind of crept up a little more. I say crept up, but like stayed up a little more than it has been over the past couple of weeks, but it's still not to the point where it's super concerning where I need to call my doctor and say, hey, this is what it is. But it's actually been a lot better, thankfully. And I'm really hoping it stays that way for as long as possible. Like y'all know with my girls, by 37 weeks, my blood pressure gets high and I develop preeclampsia. So I'm hoping we're gonna be able to make it as long as we can, but I'm feeling great. Just feeling huge, basically, all over. So I think I had another question about pregnancy weight gain. Let me find that one. Okay, that question was, how do I handle pregnancy weight gain? She said it's always a struggle for me. I am one that gains a lot of weight while pregnant, and even when I try to eat good, I mean, I don't always eat super good and perfect or anything. I will say I was really happy with my last appointment with my weight gain. Like I barely really gained anything, which I was super happy about. But I'm one that I don't just gain weight in my belly, like I'm all over. And so it's tough, but I also know like I'm growing a baby. I know that once baby's here, I know I can get that back off. Normally, I do gain a good bit, but I'm able to lose it pretty quickly too. After I had Millie, I didn't lose all my baby weight because when I got pregnant with her, I was at my lowest weight I had been in years. I was lifetime on Weight Watchers. I was at a really good, healthy, low weight. And so I didn't get back to that after Millie, but I was able to lose a lot pretty quickly. So I know that it's just temporary, and after baby's born, I'm gonna work hard to get it off. And especially because we have a wedding, like how long after the baby will be born? Like 4 months after the baby's, probably about 4 months after the baby's born. So I'm gonna work hard because our whole family's in that wedding. So yeah, I know it's just temporary. I know I'm growing a baby and I know that I can get it back off. Okay, this is a good question because I was thinking about this a couple days ago. Do you miss your old house or do you love this house more? I miss where our house was, our old house. I love this house more, but I really, really miss the neighborhood and our neighbors where we used to live. Where we're at now, we've met a few of our neighbors, but nobody, like, we're not like close with any, like, I guess it takes a long time to develop that, but we were really close with a lot of our neighbors where we used to live, and we just knew them so well. I mean, we were there for 8 years, 8.5 years, but I miss my neighbors at our old house so much, and I keep saying I wish we could put this house where our old house was because I miss it that much. I don't miss the house. I just miss where the house was and where we, like, who, like, everybody that we lived near. There was a lot of kids, and I miss that for my girls. There's not many kids where we're at now, or not really many kids that we know. And I really miss that for our girls. We had a lot of kids. Like, one of our neighbors had 6 kids where we used to live right in front of us, and it was just so fun, like, being able to get outside every day and play with all the kids. And I really miss that for my girls so much, and there's just not a lot of kids where we're at now, but that's okay. I love the house more. I just wish we could put this house out of where our old house was. What's my favorite Weight Watchers friendly supper to make? I love buffalo chicken pasta from Drizzle Me Skinny, and I love like hamburger steak, and I love making like air fried french fries with like cheese and bacon and toppings on it. Stuff like that, but those are some of my favorites. What was my transition like from 2 to 3 kids, and am I nervous about the next transition? From 2 to 3 kids, honestly, it was pretty easy because Ren was such an easy, chill toddler. She slept so well, which is such a big thing for me. So I don't think it was too hard from 2 to 3. I've heard from 3 to 4 is kind of rough. But I think this time it is going to be harder. It'll be about the same age difference between Ren and Millie, to like Millie and this baby. It'll be right about the same age difference. But Millie does not sleep as well as Ren does, and I think that's going to be the toughest part, is like sleep schedules. So 2 to 3 was not bad for us. I don't feel like it was bad for us at all. But I think it also depends on the kids and their personalities and how well they do with sleeping and different things. So I'm curious to see how 3 to 4 is gonna go. I will be rejoining Weight Watchers after the baby comes. I got that question. How soon do I plan on joining? Probably pretty soon afterwards, probably within like a few weeks. Like I said, I wanna get the baby weight off before the wedding we're in. So I plan on starting back pretty soon. And not only that, but I plan on nursing, and I get a lot of extra nursing points, which makes it a lot easier. All right, I think I'm gonna end this here. This is already getting pretty long, and plus I vlogged a little bit today, so this is probably gonna be a longer video. But if I didn't get to your question, I will do another one of these maybe next month or something. I'm trying to do like easier videos before the baby comes, just because it's hard to find the energy to film like harder videos that are harder to film. But anyways, if I didn't get your question, definitely submit the question. There's other ones I want to answer, but I feel like the video is getting long. Submit it in my next Q&A. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon for another one. Bye.